So guys, you remember in the yesterday's discussion, right? We had done the activity for creating a folder, and I believe everyone are comfortable with, let's say, creating the framework, or let's say creating or doing the setup part. Okay. So if you remember, we had created one project in VS Code, and that particular project we have open via uh, like npx Cypress open. Okay. So anybody has anything to kind of add, guys, please feel free to ask your doubts, queries, questions, anything you wanted to highlight, guys. If not, then we'll move to like little bit on the JavaScript part. If anybody is facing any challenge issue while, let's say, doing the configuration, setting up the uh, this particular folder structure, if anything is there, please feel free to kind of ask your doubts, guys. If not, obviously I'll start with like little bit on the JavaScript part. Okay. So over here, guys, I'm creating one more this thing. Okay. Which is nothing but JavaScript basics, guys. Okay. In this, I'm creating one new file. Okay. I'm giving name as datatype.js. So just a basic thing. Whenever we are working with JavaScript, guys, okay, please remember the extension, or let's say the file name will be always dot. You can say JS, guys. Okay. So now, if you consider the data type, guys, okay, in JavaScript, we don't have the data type similar to what we have in our Java language, or any C Sharp or ROR, Ruby on Rail. Okay. In Java script, we usually follow three data types, that is let, var, and const. Okay. So basically, whenever we work on let's say any of the program in JavaScript, okay, we will always use let, var, and const keyword. Okay. uh, so if you want to define any data type, like any data, whether it is string data, whether it is you can say uh, number, or let's say constant value, okay, whether it is a boolean value, okay, so all this we can use for each one of them using the respective keyword which I have shown you guys. Okay. That is let, var, and const. Okay. So now how to work with this, like basically, right? So over here, guys, uh, we have one keyword like function, which is nothing but, obviously, you can create a function. Okay. And guys, please remember that these are something which is purely in JS, guys. Okay. Now, as it is as JavaScript we are using, right, the same thing we can use as a function in our Cypress code. Okay. So now whatever I'm doing right now is nothing but I'm creating a particular function. Okay. So the logic is same. So whenever we are writing a function, please remember that you need to use a keyword called as function, and demo variable is the name of the function. Okay. And if you remember, in Java we call the pair of curly bracket as function, a block only, guys. Okay. Var is the keyword. Okay. And here I'm writing var x is equal to 10. Okay. Now, did I declare this as integer? The answer is no. Did I declare this as float? No. I have declared this as var, guys. Okay. So whenever you are kind of using any of the, you can say data type, you can directly assign that value to the respective var value. Am I clear, everyone? If you want to say var m is equal to hello, okay, you can do that, guys. Not a problem. So automatically JS will understand that m is nothing but string variable. Here, if you notice, guys, it is a string variable. Hover your mouse on x. X is nothing but a number variable. Clear, everyone? Okay, perfect. Now over here, to display any value in the output, right? How we are using system.out.println. So in JavaScript, we use console.log. I'm sorry, console.log. Okay, you can use either single this thing, initial value of x is equal to, and you can just append x. Clear? Semicolon is optional, guys. Clear, everyone? Now, what is the beauty of where, guys? If you have declared once, right? If you want to, let's say, update the value of where, you guys can do that. Okay. So let's say if true. So now this is like if else logic. If true, then what I should say that, hey, please update the value of where x. Okay. So what you can do, where x is equal to 20. Now, if you try to compare this Java, right, once you have declared the value, you will not be able to use it again. I mean, there is no need of reinitialization, guys. Okay. There is no need of reinitialization. Am I clear, everyone? So over here, I am again writing console.log. Updated value is okay. Clear, everyone? And now I am coming. Now I have came out of the block. Guys, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys, at any point. If you think, let's say, didn't understood or I'm going fast, please feel free to ask your doubts, guys. Okay, so now we are done with our function. So to call this way function, right, you just need to use this method. That's it. You are done, guys. Okay, everyone are clear? I hope everyone are clear, guys. Anybody has any doubt, any questions?
Yeah, so like, so you have not closed that if and else, like whether if it is not true, then how you should handle.
Yeah, I have not written else statement. So else is optional. Okay. So similar to what we have in Java, if can be with else, if cannot, if without else. Okay. And we have else if also. Okay. So right now I'm showing you single logic, like if it is true. So, but obvious 100% it will be true, right? I mean, we will not go in else statement because I have written directly here the Boolean value. Getting my point? I have not passed any logic wherein it is kind of going in the false logic. That's the reason I have not else.
Yeah, got it.
Correct? So now guys, please understand this is a syntax of creating a function. This is a code which I have simply written to make you understand that where value once you have initialized, you can reinitialize. There is no syntax error, nothing. But in case of other programming language, we will get an error because this particular variable will be considered as global variable. Okay. And now wherever we will use, we cannot we cannot initialize basically. We can update it, not a problem, but we cannot reinitialize. But here, if you notice here, what I'm doing is I'm reinitializing. Okay, clear? So now we are ready with our code. So to run this code, guys, okay, JS code, anybody has idea how to run this code? Yes. So guys, to run any JavaScript code, you just need to say node
No
control V.
space.
Okay, node, and then you need to write the complete path of the file. That's it. Understood? So this is the output, guys. Initial value of x is 10, updated value is 20, and if you notice, whatever value got updated, the same value is showing up over here. Understood, everyone? Any doubt, any any concern, please feel free to ask. Okay, now I'm creating one more function, demo variable, uh let. Okay, same logic, no change. I can copy this, but still, like, let me write it down so that everyone are clear. Let y is equal to 10, Okay, so this is the initialization, guys. Okay, now you hover your mouse on Y. So you will see that Y is nothing but of number type. Perfect. After that, what I'm saying, hey, console.log initial, guys, I'm repeating, even if you write double quote or the single quote, both are fine. Not a problem. Okay, don't worry on that part. Initial value, correct. After that, we are saying that, hey, if true, let y is equal to 20. So here, if you notice carefully, again, what we have done, guys, we have reinitialized the value again. Okay, clear, everyone? Now I'm saying that, hey, console.log, try to understand, guys, this outer value, and here I will say console.log inner value, and that's it, guys. Okay, now let me copy this and call this here. So now we will have two this thing. Okay, so guys, if you notice this carefully, okay, initial value is 10. Okay, the inner value is 20, guys. Inner value is 20, even though it is reinitialized, but the value when we come outside will take this value, guys. Okay, so that's the reason we are getting output 10 how many time, guys? 2 times. So the scope of the let variable is within the block, that's it. Once you come out of the block, the value, or let's say this variable kind of logic, gets expired. Okay, now we are inside this. Once we are out of this particular block, then this y will also get expired. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? Okay, I hope everyone are clear. Okay, now let's declare one more function, demo variable, and this is for const. By the word itself, you can relate, right? What is const doing? Const is nothing but once you declare, right, you will not be able to use it again. That's it, simple. Const z is equal to 100, correct? After that, if you want to kind of update this, right? Okay, so let me show you console.log constant value. Now if you write like this, z is equal to 1002. Okay, and do you think this statement is correct? The answer is this statement is correct, but when we will try to run this code, right, we will get an error. We are not getting error because we have not called this function. So let me call this function also, and now we will get an error. The reason is because once you have declared any constant, right, you are not supposed to assign any variable, any new value to that constant variable. Am I clear, everyone? So once you declare anything as constant, right, you are not supposed to update that variable anymore. And even if you think that, hey, I will use this logic, the answer is no, guys, you will not be able to. So once you declare any constant, you are not supposed to change it. Am I clear, everyone? Any doubt, any query, any questions, guys? Okay, so this statement is invalid. So now if you want to ideally you will not have any chance to update the constant variable, so you need to comment out this line. There is no way we can update it, guys. Even if you think, let's say if I write like this, if true, const z is equal to 100, save this, and if I run this, right, so here if you notice, constant value z is showing up. Okay, now the scope of this particular value which I have written within the block, okay, is only with only in that particular block, guys. Okay, understood everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? Okay, so here once you have declared this z, again if you try to write this, okay, and now if you run the program, right, we will get an error because you have declared this and within this block you are trying to use z again, right? It will not work. Everyone are clear? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys?
Because so for Z, initially we assign 100, and again in the block we are assigning 100. Here we assign 200. So
Yeah, so
that
this the life of const is new from this particular block.
okay. So it will
Okay,
print two values, 100, and inside it will display as a 1002.
yes.
Okay.
And now obviously if I write this outside, right, then there is no scope of this value now anymore. Okay, it will print this 100 because the life of z gets expire once you close the block. That's it. Okay. Okay, so I hope everyone are clear. So just to give you quick overview on this whole three variables like which we have seen, please remember major thing. Okay, where is function scope? Okay, when I say where is function scope, basically you can redefine this, redeclare inside the function. Okay, so that is called as functional scope. Okay, so you can redeclare. Okay, function scope, please remember this. Next is let is block scope. You guys understand, right, what is block scope? So function scope means like starting from function, ending from functions. Wherever you want to redeclare, you can redeclare, guys. Okay, here if I say where x is equal to 102, and if I write console.log again, okay, again the value will be updated, guys. Okay, so even though you have already what we can say, you have used this variable, right, again you are declaring it. That's not a problem with where. So what where is saying, I am functional scope, like you can declare anywhere inside a particular function. If in a function you have 10 blocks, declare me 10 times, I'm okay with that. Let is saying that I'm a block scope. Okay, but it should be within the block. That's it. Okay, so can be reassigned within the block. When I say block, basically I'm talking about a pair of curly bracket. Constant, again it is block scope. Okay, block scope, when I'm saying block scope, guys, please remember I'm talking about a pair of curly bracket. If you try to reinitialize, it will not work. Perfect. Anybody has any doubt, query, questions on all these three? Because we only have this three data type. That's it. Even if you want to declare, let's say where this became Boolean, guys. Okay, so whatever data you provide to the variable, it will try to take it. Okay, and based on that, it will kind of take the respective variable or respective data type, guys. So everyone understood how we are writing the function in JavaScript? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? Yes. Please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys. If anybody has anything, please highlight it, so that basics of JavaScript is very important, guys. Once this is clear, after that you will obviously like have better this thing. Okay, Now I'm moving to second basic things of JavaScript. I'm just trying to create one program, simple program, which is nothing but reverse of a string. So how to reverse? Because see, basically we have multiple ways, guys. Okay, we have using recursion concept, or else we are using for loop, or we can use let's say the inbuilt methods which are provided by string, right? So over here I'm creating one this thing, reverse string, and here you need to pass string. Okay, this is a function, guys. Okay, now let reverse answer is equal to blank. Understood, everyone? Now what to do? You can just say reverse answer is equal to str dot. This is the str, guys. Okay, here what exactly we will do? We will just reverse the digit. Okay, reverse the, sorry, whatever value we are passing. Okay, so reverse dot, there is a method in string, guys, which is called as split. Okay, reverse dot split, and you can split based on the space logic. Okay, which is nothing but a separator. After that we will say reverse, which is a method in JavaScript of string, and then we will join them using join method. Okay, same thing. All these are methods of this thing only, guys. Okay, string only, and I'm saying return reverse answer. So this is one liner code, guys, wherein we are just taking the particular string, and once we have taken the particular string, you can just use split method. With the help of split, reverse, and join, it will reverse it and it will throw the answer. Okay, so let me kind of just write a logic saying that console.log reverse string, and here let me pass one value called as hello, I am new to JS. Guys, again I am repeating, to run any program in JS, node. So you can see this reverse logic, guys. HELLO, I am new to JS. Understood, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? I mean, because we have multiple ways to do the same thing, guys. So whatever I have showcased right now are the method which are nothing but of string method. Okay, so these methods are string method. Okay, and same I'm returning it. You can do this via for loop also, guys, not a problem. Okay, with the help of for loop also we will be able to do it. Clear, everyone? Anybody wants to add anything, guys?
So, Sarup, previously when we are closing with that functions also, like if you see data types, you are creating the desire like data, and you are closing with the same function. But here you are not closing that with that function, that reverse thing.
This is the start of function, this is the closing of function. Okay,
Okay.
and this is a
Okay.
function call, and this function call I have written in console.log. The reason is I want the output, right? That's the reason.
Okay.
Otherwise you can do what, you can just take it in a single character. Let's say let reverse ans is equal to, okay, and then you can write the logic. That is also fine. Getting my point?
Yeah.
This is also fine. Perfect. See, it is not like all the code whatever we want to execute that should be present between a pair of curly bracket, right? It's not like that. You can write wherever you think, but the thing is, the syntax, the structure should be correct. That's what JS is saying. Okay. So guys, please remember split, reverse, join. We have trim, we have lowercase, uppercase, all this method, whatever we have heard about, right, in string, all these methods are available in JavaScript as well. Okay. So whatever operations you guys want to do, right, with respect to string, we will be able to do in JS. Anybody has anything to say, guys? Okay, so now let me show you one more program which is very basic, using like we can use various method, but this time I will try to use let's say logic of for loop. Okay, which is nothing but you guys are already aware, right? That is something like sorting logic, right? So sort numbers dot js. See, I'm trying to show you the long cut. Actually, the reason is I wanted you to kind of understand even the for loop, nested for loop also. Okay, so you guys have heard about bubble sort, right? Which is part of like curriculum, like wherein you just need to pass an array. Okay, so I'm passing one array, guys. Okay, so that array will be obviously integer array. Okay, so int len is equal to arr dot length. Okay, so this is the length of the array which I will get. Okay, oh my bad, you need to use let. Okay, so bubble sort is those who are already having the idea in Java. Bubble sort always use two for loop, guys. Okay, one is like outer for loop and second is inner for loop. Okay, so outer for loop is basically for the whole element, whole values, whole variable. So let I is equal to 0, I less than len minus 1, and I plus plus, and len is nothing but the length, guys, right? We will have one more for loop. Let j is equal to 0, j less than len minus 1. Understood? Everyone remember this bubble sort, like what we are doing, guys? Please, if anybody has any confusion, I mean, you can unmute and speak up, guys. So what I am doing, guys, basically I am trying to show you the concept of for loop, which is similar to what we have in Java also. So for loop is nothing but it will iterate through the respective array, whatever we will pass, guys. Okay, so over here, what exactly I am doing is I am declaring I 0, I less than n length minus 1, I plus plus, j 0, j less than length minus 1, and j plus plus. And here we need to use one temporary variable. With the help of that, we will be able to do the swapping, guys. Okay. So basically, I will compare ARR of j is greater than ARR of j plus 1. Everyone understand this indexing, guys, by the way? If not, let me know, guys. I'll just try to kind of show some basic example, then you can just relate it. Okay, so first of all, array means like you are storing the value of like around like in this format. Understood? So this is called as an array, and this array is nothing but an array of type integer. Okay, so array means you are trying to store the variable of similar data type. Okay, but all will be in the form of same data type. Like if it is an integer, then everything should be integer. If it is let's say if it is string, then all the variable, all the values should be string, guys. Understood, everyone? Anybody has any questions, any doubt? Okay, so now what exactly we will do over here is we will try to do the swapping, guys. So for swapping, what exactly I'm doing is I'm opening one square bracket. In this, I'm writing ARR of j, okay, ARR of j, comma, ARR of j plus 1. So basically, there will be a comparison between these two numbers. If it is greater, then the order will be sorted in this format: ARR of j plus 1, comma, ARR of j. So this is nothing but basically a swapping of the element, guys. Okay, now you must be confused. What is j plus 1? What is j, right? So ARR of j is nothing but like first value, let's say. So j plus 1 will be which value? This value 3. So if the number is greater, right? So they will do the swapping. If the number is not greater, they will keep as it is. There will be no change, guys. Okay, so this is the logic of swapping the two number if the difference or if they are having greater logic. Okay, so I think we are done with this, and at the end I will just do one thing, that is my array will be kind of changed, guys. So I just need to return my array, and now I'll call the function called as bubble sort. But here what we need to do, we need to pass an array, guys. Okay, so array means like proper array. Okay, so this is the array which I am passing to this bubble sort, and now I'm ready with my code. Now here if I kind of do this copy relative path node, see guys, if the code is not working, we need to check why it is not working. Okay, so the thing is we have not written console.log, guys. Understood everyone? So that's the reason nothing got printed. Okay, so everyone can see 123, 23, 2, 4. So there is no such change, guys. Remember, you can see this, right? Correct. So what exactly is the issue? Let us check. Uh, we have declared length. Okay, the issue is here. J is len minus 1 minus I basically. Okay, so there will be I actually. The I value is nothing but over here, this one I. Okay, because we need to compare two adjacent value, right? That's the reason. So 123, 23,
Sir,
2,
LENGTH. I think the spelling is wrong for that function.
LENGTH. Oh, sorry. LENGTH. Correct. Yeah, now you guys can see that the order has been changed. 2, 4, 23, 123. The highest number is coming at the last. Okay, now if you change this to this sign, guys, right? I have just changed this greater than sign to less than sign, so it will arrange the order in reverse. Am I clear, everyone? So this is like bubble sort. Ideally we will not use this because we already have a method called as sort, guys. Okay, with the help of sort we will be able to kind of sort the number, guys. Okay, so please remember, uh, this is like I'm showing you. The reason is I wanted to showcase how we are writing the for loop. Okay, but if we are using sort method, sort method, with the help of that we will be able to do within one step. Okay, in one step we will be able to do. Okay, so I'll show you that also. Just one simple step you need to write. Let's say let nm is equal to, I'll just have one number logic to it some numbers, right? These are my numbers. Okay, and over here I just need to say numbers dot. So number itself is a kind of class which is supported dot sort. Okay, so numbers dot sort, and here we need to say like two value, basically a comma b. You need to pass two comparison, like between what you need to compare. Okay, and once you provide that, you need to use a callback function, and if it is there, then you need to sort it by using this. So this whatever I have written is nothing but it will compare the two value. If a is greater than b, it will sort it. If not, it will remain as it is. Okay, that's it. And after that you can just write console.log and you just print the numbers. Okay, just a second, my bad. Okay, sure, go ahead please. Nm will come. Okay, nm is nothing but an array of numbers. That's the reason. Save this. So second sorting will be this one, guys. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? Okay, so second one obviously is very straightforward. The only thing is you need to understand that this is only for the numeric sorting, guys. Okay, numeric sorting. When I say numeric sorting, basically like it will only do numerically if you want to do string related sorting based on alphabets and everything, we need to use some other logic, guys. Okay, there can be a logic of a sky value. Okay, so those things will come into consideration. So just at a high level, guys, everyone are clear with the for loop, if statement, return statement, function, let, where, and constant. Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? Yes, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys.
This ending the statement with semicolon is optional, because the last
Yeah,
I see you have not provided semicolon and run properly.
if you can remove this. This is not required, guys. Don't worry. In JS, it is not required. If you put it, well and good. If you don't, then also it is fine.
Suppose the errors are coming, how we identify where we have to go line by line code on it. It will not show where that error is. That correct?
For error, right? Ideally, we will get the this here only, right? Let's say if I'm doing some mistake in this logic, right? Uh, uh, okay, let me save this. Obviously, I'll have this statement over here saying that, hey, I think you have used something wrong, correct? But unless and until if it is a function, right, we might not be able to. So we have the logic of debugger also, right? You can add the this thing breakpoint, right? With the help of breakpoint, you will be able to do step-by-step evaluation as well. Same thing, whatever, like for debugging, guys.
Okay.
Perfect. So recently there was one interview question related to JS saying that, hey, can you count the number of character which are kind of repeating in a particular string or particular word, right? So very simple, because these are some interview questions wherein they try to ask you to share your screen and just like at high level, try to kind of show me how you will count the number of character in the particular string or something, right? So for that, again, guys, please remember, whenever it comes to JS, please start creating function. Okay, so please create a function count character, and here we will require str from the user, or let's say right now I will hard code the value, but in real time it may happen that they can provide you the string. So what you need to do, you just need to provide that particular str over here. Okay, and for counting the characters, guys, okay, so the logic is, if I'm saying that Cypress programming, okay, now Cypress programming, how many times C is repeating, how many times Y is repeating, how many times P is repeating, that's what the program is all about. Okay, so this was a recent interview question saying that, hey, how you will count it. Okay, so let's say where we will have one count variable which will be an empty this thing array. Okay, so when I'm saying empty array, basically it will actually initially it will be an empty based on each character, right, of the string. We will count the respective char count, right? So how to do that? Very simple. We will use for loop. Okay, and here we will create one variable called as char. Okay, so when I say char, guys, this is variable. This is not the function or anything. This is variable I'm creating. So what I'm doing is of str. So it will take one character at a time from str. Okay, so what I need to say, hey, please count the char, okay, which is kind of getting repeated. And then what I will say that try to compare with the next character. Okay, so this process will keep on repeating by taking individual letter and whole letter. Second time it will take this whole letter. So this process will keep on happening. So this is again char. Okay, so here one mistake which we did is here we need to write this in or condition, basically count of char. Okay, and then you should say or 0 plus 1. I'll explain you this because this is a Boolean condition, guys. Okay, so what exactly this is doing, guys? This is actually trying to compare with 0, and 0, you remember, right? It is nothing but it is trying to compare with false. So it will count the number of characters which are present. Okay, so let's say I'm talking about C. Okay, so it will take C, and whatever count we get for C in the whole this thing Cypress programming, that will get assigned to count character. So it will pick C. Okay, and assign one value called as, let's say, C is equal to 1. Okay, so based on if it is getting the match, it will increment, otherwise it will keep the count as 1 only. Okay, whatever count we got, because that's the reason we are appending 1 over here. That's it. Okay, next time in the case of let's say SS, right? In case of SS, it will check this S is present. Then in that case, it will show that this output as 1. So 1 plus 1 2. So for S, we will get the output what? S is equal to 2. Okay, so this is how we will kind of try to have the respective character count for all the variables which are kind of showing up. Okay, and this is done with the help of this enhanced for loop. Okay, so now I will say return count. That's it. And this count is an array, guys. It's not like I have declared this as an integer or something. Hover your mouse. Okay, you can see that let count, and this is nothing but an array structure. Okay, and at the end, what I should say, console.log. Okay, and just count character, and in this you need to pass your string Cypress programming. So you guys can see, right? In this, it is counting the blank space also, so that we can avoid, guys, not a problem. Okay, in case if there is any blank space, it will count that as well. Okay, so blank space is 1. If I obviously introduce one more, so it will count as 2, guys. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? What I did over here?
Sir, can you tell me count of char or 0? What is that?
So this is like a conditional, like in case if one of the output is true, the answer will be true, right? Correct. So this is basically in case if the character is repeating, right? So this will display me the output as 1. Okay, so ideally it has two output, one is 0 and second is 1. Okay, if there is no repetition, then this will always show 0. If there is a repetition, this will show 1. Okay, now in case of this logic where Cypress S is getting repeated how many times? 3 times. So this will keep on showing 1 first time, second time also 1, third time also 1. So the value will be kind of getting appended for this carry, that is S will be 3. Okay, so this will be kind of getting in the, because see it will take S first time, right? So that's char is nothing but S. So count of S or 0 plus 1. So the output will be 1. Okay, so next time it is kind of coming over here. This is 1 plus 1, which will become 2. 2 plus 1 will become 3. So unless and until the characters are repeating, correct, it will keep on incrementing the count of that particular character. As soon as it is finding some other character or something, right, it will stop. Let me run this again. So here if you notice, S is showing 3. Okay, let me kind of try to show you some more thing, so that, but this will be little bit lengthy, guys. Okay, but still let me try to Let me keep this as Cypress only. I'll remove this programming with two this thing, and let me make it as small. Okay. So now if you notice, C is 1, you can see this, right? So basically what is happening, can anybody explain me? Yes. Anybody wants to try?
I think same thing, like it's first it's counting the character and checking if it is again present, it's incrementing the value by 1. But here it
So
most of
let me this CYY, okay? I'll explain you again. Now try to understand. So you guys can see CYY. First it was 1, second time it was 1, third time when it came, right, it shows as 2. Correct? Why? This one is for what? C. This one is for single Y, and this 2 is for what? Second Y. Okay, like I'm talking about this. Then it got P, then R, E, single S, double S. Understood? Clear everyone? What is this count doing? Anybody has any doubt, confusion, guys, please feel free to ask. And you might be asking why we have written or 0, because anything or false, right? The output is false. That's the reason. If you write over here 1, obviously our logic will fail, because the thing is here, if you notice, the output is not correct. Because obviously anything or true, guys, right? The output will be true. Getting my point? So that's the reason we are writing 0, so that basically the OR logic what we have, right, with the help of that we are trying to achieve this. Guys, I'm repeating, we have multiple ways to do the same thing. Okay, so you can do this via logic of for loop as well, to count the number of character in a particular string using JavaScript. We have collection concept also, with the help of linked list, hash map, tree, set, we will be able to do this. Clear everyone? So these are the, like, I would say, I mean, programming questions in real time. Okay, which comes into consideration. They ask you to kind of, they will provide the input. Based on that input, you need to kind of provide your actual the program, and you need to update the input over here, and we should be like able to generate the respective output what interviewer is looking for, guys. Perfect. Anybody have anything to add, guys, over here?
yeah, one thing, Vikas. So yesterday you have showed one option, like how to this generate this suggestions. So
Yeah. So, guys, please remember, those who are not able to generate the suggestions, right? Please go to command.js, okay, and please copy paste this line. So if you are not having this line, go to getting started todo.cy.js and please copy this line. Okay, copy this line and put it in both the files, guys. It is okay to put in both the file, not a problem. So you can put it in command.js or e2e.js. Once you put that, after that you go to your Cypress test case and just write cy dot. You should get all the auto suggestion. Okay, it should be inside it. Okay, so all the auto suggestion should be visible. So let's say cy dot get, everything should be visible. If it is not getting, I'm repeating, press Control S over here. Okay, Command S, basically Control S, right? And go to your test case and now write cy dot. Now you will see I will get all the auto suggestion. Just now in front of you, I was not getting some auto suggestion, right? Now I'm getting all the auto suggestion, whatever Cypress commands are available. Okay, so please remember this is the line. Okay, and from where you will get this line, go to like any of the getting started or action.cy.js. At the top they will write always. Okay, so there are two things. One is either you can write in the individual test case. Okay, if you are not comfortable like every time writing in the individual test case, what you can do, you can go to e2e.js. Okay, and over there you can update this line. That's it, so that it is applicable for all the test case which we are considering, guys. Okay, it will be applicable for all the test case which we are considering. Any query, doubt, questions, guys? I know today we have just spoken about JS because it is important. So basics of JS, like everyone are comfortable with how we are creating a function, what is the keyword, how we are writing variable, let, constant, how we are calling the function, okay, and how we are writing the if else logic, correct, and how we are using console logic, right? Then we have seen like how we are doing some let's say methods of this respective split and everything. Guys, please remember, if you try to write let's say reverse answer dot, right, you will see all this method. Okay, you should see basically. If you are not seeing, it's basically like there is some issue with your auto suggestion. So basically whenever you are writing this logic, you should see all this auto suggestion. Okay, all these are nothing but part of your string logic only. So in string, whatever function you might have heard, right, such as uppercase, lowercase, concatenation, split, trim, substring. Okay, so all these methods are part of your string class. So that's what we should be able to see whenever we are working on string related test cases. In sort number, obviously array related whatever is there, we should be able to see the auto suggestion, guys. Okay, so I hope everyone are clear. Anybody by the way, guys, all these changes will be kind of getting uploaded to the git repo most probably by tomorrow, or let's say maximum by tomorrow. I'll be sharing the git repo link. You guys can just have a look onto that, and by tomorrow onwards on daily basis, I'll be starting by giving you the respective assignment, guys. So initially the assignment will be on JS part, like JavaScript part, like obviously like around 3 to 4 programs on daily basis. And then like coming next week midweek, I'll be kind of starting giving you the assignment on Cypress UI part, guys. Okay, clear everyone? Anybody has any query, questions, doubts? Perfect. So I hope everyone are clear. So yeah, we'll continue our discussion on JS as well as Cypress basics of UI, guys. Okay, in the coming session, like in tomorrow's session. And please feel free to kind of ask your doubts, queries, questions, whatever you have, guys. Okay. Okay, perfect. Uh, so let me